Hello Lillas. So welcome to my channel. I am here with baby Noah. If you guys are following me on Instagram or Facebook or here, you guys know that Noah is the prototype number 2 Willow. Or did I say that wrong? Willow number 2, the prototype number 2 by Claire Teller. I don't know which way is the proper way to say it, but anyway, I put him on this little yellow diaper cover, and I was like, meh. It used to be Jade's, but it has yellow and brown, and it does have a little bit of like a pink on the bear or something like that, but it's majority yellow. So I was like, okay, maybe he can get away with this. But yeah, so I was thinking about something, and I said, you know what, dang it, I didn't bring my camera. I said, I'm gonna feed Noah and talk to you guys about finding the perfect doll. If you're looking for perfection, you know, me of all people definitely know you cannot find it. No piece of artwork, no baby is gonna be perfect, so to speak. We may all define our perfect differently. What's perfect for us, you know. These babies are very expensive. Reborns on an average, a really nice reborn on an average with rooted hair type thing is gonna start from 800 and up for the most part. Everything else is probably gonna be like, I don't know. That's just as a whole. You may find something less than that that actually is really nice, because you can luck up, especially with new artists. Silicone babies, you're gonna start from 3,000 and up, full body. Blank kits, yeah, you may be able to get them, you know, you'll get them starting from like 15 and up, 1,500 and up. But anyway, there's no perfect baby, but I do not encourage people to settle for I'm not gonna say less, but I say get the best for your money. I always say that. I always tell people, get the best for your money. Love what you love. That's the way it go. If you can only afford, you know, a boo-boo baby, then it is what it is. You make the best of it, but get the best boo-boo baby that's out there. That's all I say. But I will never encourage people to think that it is okay to spend, you know, $3,000 and up on a baby, and knowingly that it's not going to be of quality, or you're going to have issues, and say, okay, that's okay. That's, you know, that's perfectly okay. That's great. Because most people are not going to be okay with that. Most people are not going to be okay with paying $3,000, $4,000 for a baby and all the hair fall out in a week, or all the paint come off in, you know, 2 weeks or whatever. People are not going to be okay with that. So I'm not going to encourage that and say, okay, oh, that's a great thing. I'm not the one for that. And if you expect me to do that, I'm not doing it. I say at this point, people, buy what you want to buy, do what you want to do. That's just something I'm not doing. I don't buy as frequently because the dolls are very expensive as I used to, because I always have to sell to buy another doll. When you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars for each doll, it's kind of hard to keep them all. So, but as of late, quite a bit, I've been trying to hold on to my favorites. So I do. I kind of cherry pick. I kind of go through and, you know, and keep what I love the most. Some babies I let go simply because I wanted something unique, and I don't particularly care to have the exact same thing as someone. I love sharing sculpts with my friends. I like similarities. I like that when we can enjoy each other's taste. But you know, it's just like when you have a baby, nobody's gonna have that exact same baby that you just pushed out. So I kind of prefer, you know, a bit of uniqueness. So some of my babies I let go because I didn't want the same as everybody else, if that makes sense. Or sometimes I keep some private for that reason too. If they're very unique and custom done just for my liking, for whatever specific reasons or personal reasons, those are babies that I keep very private. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with having the same sculpt. It's nothing wrong with having the same baby. I just prefer to have something unique in my collection, something rare, something limited. You know, I think most collectors, but then I can only speak for myself, but I would think most collectors kind of like having that one of a kind, that uniqueness. It's kind of one of those things what we kind of miss with the reborns. Well, I miss with the reborns. When I first got into the community, you had to really chase down to get that baby when it was first coming out, the pre-order or whatever, and it was very limited. Like it was a true limited edition, which actually helped sales as well. Artists could sell for more, they could sell faster because people knew that they couldn't get that kit anymore. But now it's kind of like, oh, I missed that one, I'll get another one type thing. It has its pros and its cons. It's good for the people that used to always miss out, and now it's like, oh, I can wait later till I have the money, and then boom, you know, there is still going to be more type thing. So everything has its pros and its cons. But in this world, there's nothing perfect. There's no perfect people. There's no perfect art. There's no perfect anything. There is no perfect. If you want to generalize it into what the world would consider perfect. This is handmade art. I mean, every artist is subject to have a flaw. I've had, from every artist I've collected from, I've had shine spots. I've had, you know, this or that, or I've had, you know, something off. There are some artists that do, with reborns that I have collected from, that does very crisp work, and their work is like cookie cutter too. It's like every single baby is that exact same skin tone. The modeling is exactly the same scratch, the same this on every single baby. And that's perfectly okay because it works for them and they sell fine and the work is beautiful and it's working. Why change something if it's making you money? But for me, that's not how I collect. So that's, you know, that's just that, you know. So if you're looking and you're waiting, you're like, I'm just waiting for that perfect baby to come, and it's like always like, oh man, I wish it just had this, or why couldn't it have that, or, you know, dang, okay, I'm gonna wait till this come, or they get this, or I can get that. But guess what? That perfection that you're waiting for may never come, because it's very hard to get every single thing that you want in a baby. But I go for what, when I see a baby and when I see a doll and it reminds me of someone and it does something to me, like it give me some type of emotional feeling. Like I see it and I'm like, oh my God, that looks so much like my baby when she was such and such age. Or, oh my God, that looked like my cousin. Da 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 da. I don't know. It just like that. Or, oh my God, it's just so cute. The baby's so cute. It can be funny looking cute. It can be the most ugliest baby to most people, but it has this funny looking cute and it makes me giggle or something. And I just really want it. That's the babies that I go after. The babies that I look at and I say, oh my gosh, that baby is beautiful. Oh, look at that dress. Look at those shoes. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, you keep her baby so cute. That's so nice. Next. If I don't have no emotion behind it, then I'm not into it. You know, that's why with auctions and stuff like that, I try to look at the baby without all the frills and the clothes and, you know, just anytime I see a baby up for sale, I try to picture it without all the pretty clothes and everything, because at the end of the day, you guys see what the most I put my babies in a lot is like barely nothing. I don't dress my babies up that often. They dress up occasionally. I have tons of shoes, tons of clothes, which I've been slowly trying to get rid of most of them. I've been donating to real babies. And that's another thing I do. I buy so much and then I purge and then I give to real babies, because the clothes don't have throw up stains. They've only been worn once, if worn, maybe for a few hours, sometime just to put on and didn't like what it was and hung it back up. So some real baby can truly benefit off that. So I don't feel like I'm wasting money with that. I think over recently, and I don't like to talk about things, what I do, but it was a question that somebody personally asked me about with, you know, why do I still buy clothes, but I mostly don't have my babies on clothes. I buy them because every so often I dress them. And, but I don't feel bad about buying them because I know that in the right moment, one of my girls, one of my daughters, or a friend or a mom or somebody's gonna know a baby that needs some clothes, or not even just needing, just because babies grow so fast, it just saves people money. And I'm like, okay, even with strollers, when I had a double stroller that I paid, well, I think I did pay $200 for the stroller, whatever. It didn't matter to me. I had it for so long, and then I gave it to a mom that had 2 small kids that could have benefited off of it. It was too bulky for me. I don't take my dolls out like that, so why hold on to it? This hobby is very unique. Everything around it is unique. I've met some wonderful people in this community through this hobby. I have some really great friends on all different levels in the community. And I really, really enjoy being a part of, you know, the community, the good part. It comes with the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I just want to put it out there that I never look for perfection in my dolls, because it doesn't exist. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, the one thing about me that a lot of people don't understand or know is that I absolutely hate perfection, actually. There are some artists that I've used to collect from, or I've collected from, and really enjoy their work, and I think it's amazing, but the realism just wasn't quite there where I like it to be, because their work was so crisp. I mean, it was like straight crisp. Like if there's a vein there, there's a vein there. You know, everything was just so perfect, almost like it was just spray painted. It was just beautiful, no lie. Now I would still collect those type of babies, but they would probably just sit mostly, like almost like porcelain people do with porcelain dolls. That's what I would collect them for. But like to hold and stuff like that, not so much. I prefer the babies to look like real babies, because if you look at yourself or you look at real babies, especially when they're first born, their color is all different. It's not smooth as butter. It's not perfection. It's perfection to us because it's our babies, but it's not, you know, a cookie cutter type thing. So that's that. But anyway, love what you love. I am gonna learn. I'm steady trying to learn to stop trying to advise my channel on what to look for, what to buy, this, that, because at the end of the day, it's your money. And if you want to spend it on whatever, if you want to spend it on a baby that is going to have issues in 2 days, or if you want to spend it on a baby that, you know, people got protests against, you know, that's on you. Like, you know, there's some people that I associate with, and they actually have purchased a baby con, but that's their choice. I can't control that. Some people are not as deep into the hobby as others, and they don't care about the politics, or they're not in it for the art either. And, you know, I don't know. It's just people collect on all different levels, and some people are not just, it's not that deep for them. It's just dolls. And I think that's a good thing. I think that over time, what I've learned the most is that some of us have gotten too deep, and it really makes us overthink things. It really makes us get real sensitive and emotional about stuff. And especially, well, anyway, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. This little boy. Oh, I am well over my time. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so, oh my goodness. So yeah, as I told you guys before, Noah, he is definitely a keeper baby. He's a lifer. He's a gift of love. Are you a gift of love? Anyway, yeah, I just love him. It's crazy. It's like waking up in a dream when I look at him. Oh, there's my alarm, so that means time for me to go. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.